reasons that I went live today, clink, by the way, to Sunday. So here's what was going on with me today. The reason that I decided to go live is because I was fixed up already. Not that I would never go live if I weren't fixed up, but I just would be far less likely. But I was fixed up today because cheers, Sally Ann. Because I'm taking part in one of those Brady Bunch recordings. You know, that's what I'm calling them, where, you know, different groups of people, casts of shows and groups and things like that are singing, and they're in all the little boxes because everybody's recorded their part in their living room or their back porch or something like that. So I did that today. It's going to be a really cool thing. I'm looking forward to it. Can't talk about it yet, but you'll see it on my page, and you know, lots of fun. I had to go pick something up at Kroger real quick, and I thought, I'm all fixed up, but if I could just get this one eyelash reattached, because it had come loose and it was kind of sticking out like that. And I thought, if I get home and get that done, let's see, people are saying stuff. Anyway, so I got home and I got my eyelash reattached, and this is a corner of my bedroom. I kind of have a little sitting area, which is also my video studio, but it's kind of over to the side. But I thought, let's pretend like I'm at home, because I am, and so are all of you. I've always looked fixed up. George, you just haven't seen it. You just think. Julie, what are you drinking? Pineapple juice and spiced rum. You know, I've just taken the painkiller down. I've just broke it down to a very, very simple mix. Okay, somebody's loving me. Somebody just hearted me. Hi, Candace. Hey, Candace is my niece by marriage, by dissolved marriage. And I got which marriage mixed up. For a second, I wasn't even sure which marriage I meant. I'm not going to cuss on this. It'll just be a challenge for the day. Don't cuss. Don't do it. Have y'all seen the photo of the trikini? The trikini? Where there's the bikini and then the mask matches. It's like a three-piece matching set. My friend Ellen and I, our grandkids live in the same town. That's hard. It's hard when you say you've got somebody you're dating. You don't live with the person you like a lot. It's a moral dilemma, isn't it? It is. I'm just going to leave that there for a minute. Is anybody experiencing more like mood swings throughout the day during this period of time? Like sometimes it'll just hit you, you know, just be like, oh my gosh, just everything about it, you know, and then maybe a lot of hope and happiness, or you see something and you just belly laugh. But then, you know, we need that laughing. We need it. But because there are serious things going on, you know, you want to have a healthy respect for that. There are people who are suffering, people who've lost people, you know, and you don't want to forget that. There are people who are afraid for family members who are very vulnerable. But everybody needs some levity, you know, and it's a very interesting time to find that kind of balance. Plus, then you're in your own four walls. I do get out. I've been working, and that's been nice, but it's really weird to just go to work and come home. I go to one safe place, I come back to another safe place. I have glasses, y'all. I want to hear what Julie has to say. The gravity of it all hits me at times. I seem to have down days and up days, but I can always laugh throughout the days. Yeah, I guess that's just, hey Jay. Speaking of which, now, you know, this is one of those things. Jay lost a friend, a very good friend, I think 2 days ago, from COVID. And I don't, you know, I mean, I know I can say these things to you all without you feeling like I just suddenly want to bring the room down. But that's what we're living in, right? We're sitting here being together this way because we can't get together. We can't go to a memorial service. We can't go to church. We can't meet up for drinks, have dinner together. And so we're doing this, and we're catching up on things. And Jay lost a really good friend 2 days ago in the hospital. Nobody could be with him. He died of COVID, of complications of COVID. It's terrible. And, people, somebody my age, healthy, with seemingly healthy man. So we're dealing with this, and then, yes, I went live. Where are you? You're on Facebook. Yes. All you have to do is get on Facebook. Let me just say this. Yes, I'm live right now. I'm talking to you live right now. Just get on Facebook and click on my page, or get on the feed. It will be obvious. It will be my face, and there will be a red button saying live. And we all need hope, and we all exercise our faith in the ways that we do, and try to lift each other up. I will make a little comment. This was not one of the two things I was going to talk about, but I will just say that I embrace the idea that this kind of time brings people together. But I kind of hate seeing the way we're divided about it. And there are a couple of ways that we're divided about it. And one is just trying to take sides on, and I'm not going to go there. It just makes me sad that we're letting it divide us. I like seeing when people are overcoming that and just being there for each other. But I think in another way, though, we're together. We're in the way we're separated in the way we're dealing with it. So, lady, you've been fine until this week, and it's been depressing. I'm glad you're feeling better today, lady love. Yeah, what are you going to do? We're all trying to not go insane. And you're trying to find a balance about how to live. Jay actually posted something that I thought was interesting, or at least I saw it, someone else sent it to me, that says, we're not all in the same boat, really. We're all in the same storm, but we're in different boats. And it talked about the different experiences that we have based on our circumstances. And it was very insightful. It's so true. Some of us are having to go to work. Some people are drawing unemployment, and some people can't and just aren't making enough money. I mean, it's a very different outlooks. Like, oh no, I'm not going to take it that seriously. Y'all, it bothered me a little bit. Y'all, I went to Kroger. Now, who has picked up groceries? Who's gone? Well, I actually went in Kroger. I will make a confession. I went inside the store today. I had a special errand I needed to do. It was a brief run. Got to catch up. That'll do for a minute. We are seeing the true nature of people, whether good or bad. Mike says that is true. I mean, it just is true. What people are willing to give up for other people. I mean, come on. It's a temporary time. This is not going to last forever. Are we going to fight for doing something our own way? When, you could, with your carelessness, you could be giving something serious to somebody. I work with a 96-year-old woman, and I love her. And I've known her since holidays of 2018. Do you know what kind of burden that is for me to walk in and see her and know that if I mess up and I bring that to her, can you imagine? Do you think that she would survive? that? Think about it that way. You don't really know. You don't know. So I actually did not mean this to be a sermon. I don't, you do have to find a balance that will not drive you crazy. You do. But I went to Kroger, and y'all, I just don't feel like they're trying hard enough. And I know it's a hard job, but I'm telling you, y'all, no masks. And these days, people are saying, and I know some of you are going to, yes, I am thirsty, Jeff. Jay, you haven't gone to see your mom in a month because you're concerned about her, right? You can't, you might skate through this thing. You may have it right now. We don't know, right? They say we don't really, I could have it. And that would be sad because, I wouldn't do it on purpose, but what I would do to a 96-year-old woman if I had it. So, and I will say more about this wonderful situation that I've had for a year. I eventually plan to write about it. It's been so wonderful. I can't wait to tell y'all about it. She's not doing as well these days, and I sure hope that when she passes on, that her experience will be a peaceful one, and not one in a hospital on a ventilator where her family cannot see her, because that's the situation now. That's the way she would go. She would go alone on a ventilator. Okay, let's have another drink. Oh, here we go. What's we saying? Exactly, Jay says. Come on, Kroger. It's okay. So if they're saying that wearing a mask protects other people, yeah, I'm going to read that in a second, Julie. If a mask protects other people, that's actually saying, translated, I care about other people. So Kroger gave me an opportunity to give them a review, and I was very nice about, the quality of the products and stuff, but I did a pickup there, going to the pickup lane, and I'm telling y'all, no gloves, no mask, and they walked right up to my window, expecting me to roll it down, and they walked as close as you would walk under any circumstances, right here, just like right there. Hi, I want to give you a receipt. I didn't roll down my window. No, I did not. I said, put it in the trunk. Put it in the trunk. Here's my ID. I slapped it against the window like that. No mask. Oh, I'm 16 years old. I'm not going to get it. I'm fine. Well, I'm not 16 years old. I just feel that Kroger as a business should show goodwill. We care about you. We care about you, we want you to feel good about buying groceries from us. So we're going to put masks on our 17-year-olds. Maybe not gloves, but masks, at least, so they don't breathe in your not 17-year-old faces. And maybe we'll make them wear gloves, although, come on, you've seen those people with gloves on. They put the gloves on, then they touch everything. So, whatever. But, so I think that stores should be doing that. I think if I'm walking up and down the aisles of Kroger, I think I should see employees with masks on. I was wearing mine. I was wearing my chic one. Have y'all seen my profile picture? It's a silk scarf, but it comes all the way down here. I almost wore it just for fun. Anyway, that's what I was wearing when I ran into Kroger. I was there 10 minutes. Of course, that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter I was in there 10 minutes, 30 minutes. Doesn't matter at all. Could be in there 30 seconds. One can only control one's own bubble. Well, that's so true. It'd be nice if everyone did, but they don't. I mask up whenever someone comes in my bubble or if I have to enter theirs. Come on, y'all. We can only hope, but we're not going to have to be doing this for 10 years. 2 years, come on. Really? Make it fun. Get one of those superhero ones. Mask says, I care about anybody else but myself. No mask says, or you just forgot yours, whatever. Or you're over 50 and you've got a short-term memory problem. Nobody's doing anything here. Unreal. I have yet to see a mask when walking. Not one single mask. Yeah, Ellen, and particularly, there's a particular part of town that I come and go from that maybe I shouldn't say, but I will say that there are places in the world where you can see a concentration of people who appear to be more entitled, or so they seem by their behavior, and I suppose they just think it's not going to touch them, and that's all they think about. I'm going to touch, I'll be fine. What about my 96-year-old friend? Anyway, so Ellen, let's see. Yeah, so Ellen's been, out walking, but, y'all, the wind blows. Have y'all noticed? Have y'all noticed that the wind, like say, will blow a piece of tissue paper up and, it blows things around. Have you watched that happen? Leaves, pieces of paper, things like that. Have you ever dropped a letter or something like that? Try to go grab it? So that's what happens to things that weigh something. I'm kind of guessing that the wind can blow, like stubborn, viral matter, particles, more than 6 feet, could be. So in my neighborhood, I carry my mask with me, and we stay, everybody's real respectful here. There are a lot of entitled people in my neighborhood. Take that however you want. But I carry mine, and I'll put it on to make somebody else feel better. But, y'all saw that I have a mask that says, my granddaughter, age 11, type 1 diabetic. I don't only wear that one, but it's like, remember, if you see my mask, remember that there are other people that are helped by you wearing a mask. Okay, gosh, I am on a soapbox, y'all. What am I? Tell me something good. At one point, kind of early on, I was kind of a little stir crazy. 3 women here who have boyfriends who ain't seeing them. And, I was thinking, maybe I should just go out and get it. And get it over with. Then it's behind me. Have y'all thought that? Have y'all thought about that? I know. I'll just get it. And then I'll come home and I'll stay away from everybody. I won't give it to anybody. I'll just stay in this room. I'll hole up. And, that's a reckless thought. Probably will get it, but, that's what I was thinking. I'll just get it and I'll get over it. Probably by then, they'll be able to test me, see if I have the antibodies, and I can go out into the world and serve the community. I can serve humanity. That's what I was like, right, that could work, right? That would work. Could I? And I'm not sure it quite works that way. And also it didn't work with my life. It would be very irresponsible of me in my one of my work situations. It would be really irresponsible of me to do that. So, Mike, you're saying herd immunity works if one becomes immune to the disease after recovery. Oh, Lord, we gonna get into a debate. Jury's still out if one becomes immune to this. Yeah, what's in my glass? Yeah, so y'all are just talking. You ain't listening to me. George has agreed. It's a theory. Yeah, I know, y'all. It really, this is just a discussion, isn't it? I mean, wish each other well, I really want them to, they're working on that test for antibodies, aren't they? Y'all, I wonder if I had it in February. And I know somebody, I won't mention his name because I don't know if he would want it mentioned, but he was on a cruise in August with his wife. And it was on the Pacific Ocean. And there were a number of Asian people working there and on the cruise. And he was hit like a ton of bricks. Laid out the whole time he was there. Came home, didn't see a soul. And he just said it was textbook symptoms. He and his wife both got it on a cruise ship. Sounds I can't think of the word. Suspicious. Anyway, let's see. What are y'all saying? What's in my glass, Julie? Pineapple juice and spiced rum. I got it stripped down. Got it stripped down to, just the important things in a painkiller. I don't really want to talk about this anymore. Sing a song. You should do a concert from the sitting room. Ha! You can Venmo me your ticket price. And when I get it, I'll sing. What are y'all watching on TV? What's everybody watching? I know you're watching something. I know you're not just sitting here watching me. You're playing a game on something, aren't you? You're playing a game. What other device do you have open? And you're playing cards, Shelley? Good for you. That's such a family. It's a family thing to do. It's so good. Oh, y'all, I wish my mom and dad knew how to get on live. I wish they knew how to do that. Okay, here's what we're going to talk about for a minute. Who is doing something crazy during this time that you think, well, whatever. I'll just, see, I could have said something with a, questionable word in it, and I chose not to. It's a challenge. It's a personal challenge just for this block in time. Who is doing something crazy? Who chose to do something that you might not have done, or that you definitely would not have done were we not in this situation of staying at home? Now, Courtney might have done this. But if you're ever going to do anything like this, you might as well do it right now. She brought home a baby goat. A kid. A little kid. He's this big. He was about this big. He was like 3 hours old. Somebody, goats, if they have more than one, and if they have more than two, especially, I think that's very rare, sometimes they just can't feed the other one. Courtney lives out where people have some farms and things, and someone let her know that there was this little baby that had just been born that was going to need a home. And she went over and picked it up because COVID. So they dropped the baby goat in a box, kind of like at the end of the driveway, for Courtney to come and get in a very sterile way. Pick up the farm animal and put it in her car and brought it home for her kids to open up. And his name is Huckleberry. And but here, so you get that, I'm going to keep a goat in my house. I've got a couple dogs, and it'll be good. Everybody will be fine. It's fine. Everybody's fine. But no, did she stop there? Did you stop there? No. She decided, the more the merrier, and brought more home. And I don't remember those details, but now she has, 5 or 6, 10, 15? My daughter's 25th birthday is tomorrow. Devin turns 25 tomorrow. She doesn't want a cake. We're going to carry out. And y'all, what do you do for birthdays? Has anybody had a birthday in their family and had to do something very different than usual? My sister Julie's son was part of a drive-by for somebody's birthday, one of his classmates. And that's something they'll remember forever. These kids who have drive-bys for their birthdays. There's going to be something about that will, even though they couldn't have a party. I mean, how many parties are you going to have in your life, But that one where people went out of their way to get in their cars and really cheer somebody up on their birthday because they couldn't have that, normal kind of thing. They're going to remember that when they're my age. Yeah, what can we do for grandkids' graduation from high school and college? I know. My grandkids, two of my grandkids have birthdays real close to one another. They're 5 years apart, but one of them's May 4th and one of them's May 7th. I'll get them presents and I'll drive down there. That's going to be something we remember. And it hurts not to be able to, those grandkids, it hurts. But there's going to be something about this time that's going to stick for them because they're going to remember things like FaceTime with Grandma and Granddaddy. They'll remember that time, you know, because we're all going out of our way to do something different. So, you know, remember that time when Nani brought our presents and put them at the foot of the porch and then stepped away and we stood 20 feet apart and she watched us open it up and, you know, remember when we did that? You know, if we're trying to look at the silver lining, there will be things like that about this time. There will be some things that will be special. Well, Lisa, Mike has already asked me to sing, and I've just said, you know, I have Venmo. If you want to, you know, send me a couple $20. I'm just kidding. Let's see. Don't take your love away from me. Don't you leave my heart in misery. Da 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 da. Breaking up is hard to do. Remember when you held me tight and you kissed me all through the night. Think of all we've been through. Breaking up is hard to do. I'm singing it in the range that Neil Sedaka sang it. He wrote that song. Remember that when he did a radio cut on that? But it was you know, it had been cut in a completely different setting 10 years before. Hi, Jane. You know, when I pick a key that's that low, I can usually be sure that I'll hit. Oh, thanks for all the hearts. Oh, you hearted my singing. You hearted it. You have the 45 of Neil Sedaka? You have a Neil Sedaka. You kept a lot of your 45s, didn't you? Oh, and Lisa, I was singing an octave lower than that I might have. Y'all, I had vocal trouble for a significant amount of time. It started in 2006, and my voice just went in a short period of time, and I didn't feel good about singing solos for a long time. And even now, if somebody said, "Oh, Stephanie, come on up here," and you know, and they just would throw a song at me, I would have a hard time with that. There might be some that I would do all right, but I'm working hard. That's one thing that I'm doing during this time that I have to say I'm kind of impressed that I've done for myself, which is to discipline, woodshedding, as we say in this business, of my voice, working it hard. And I'm doing some kind of vocal exercise almost every day. And but if I'm going to start a song and I'm not real sure and I haven't sung, and that's the case today, and I sang really late yesterday, so my voice is kind of tired. If I start low, it's safe. Look at your life right now. Have you thought about this? Hi, Doug. Is there anything in your life right now that you can tell is happening that is going to serve you later? You can go, wow, I wouldn't, and you know, maybe it's the crazy thing. Maybe it's the thing that you were like, well, I wouldn't have done it otherwise. But you can kind of see that this situation has kind of turned your life in a direction you didn't know. And you can kind of see, it's like changed your purview. And you're like, you're seeing your life in a different way. And you realize maybe you want to go in a different direction as you move out of it. I want to know. I have a couple of friends that have discovered something new that they want to do because of the time that they've been able to spend on things, and thought, just things that have occurred to them that they might do differently in their life, and that they know they need to, or they want to. Janice says, I remember you were the first girl baby born in Sterling Park. Is that true? I don't remember who the boy was. Paul Capitan! You know I would know that. If I was the first girl, I knew who the first... Paul Capitan was the first baby. Yeah, first baby girl and first baby boy born in Sterling Park. That's true. I was born a celebrity. What's happening during COVID that you can see is changing you? What's happening now during COVID that you can see is changing you in a way that you are good with? I think it's time to say goodnight. I was thinking of this song the other night while I was cooking. There's a sad sort of clanging in the clock in the hall, and the bells in the steeple too. And up in the nursery an absurd little bird is popping out to say cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo. Regretfully they tell us, but firmly they compel us to say good night, cuckoo, to you.